Hi guys, Alice Taylor down here at Living Golf Academy, and today we're going to check out the top 5 irons for 2018. Well then, if you're new to my channel, welcome to Ali Taylor Golf. Click the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. Let's make sure you get my content as soon as it delivers. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, both under Ali Taylor Golf, but for now, let's check out the top 5 irons for 2018. Right then, so all the manufacturers have made some fantastic product this year. I'm very fortunate down at Living Golf Academy. We stock 9 manufacturers. So this isn't going to be down to my opinion on what the best 5 irons have been. This is going to go, we've done a huge amount of fitting down here this year. Myself, Mike Newton, Andy Swallow and Daniel Webster. But this is going to come down to who has sold the most clubs. And we're going to start in 5th position with the Ping i500. So i500 hollow-headed players club, says forged on the back, but nice thin top line, forged face, plasma welded into a cast head, but a good looking ultra forgiving club. Well then, Ping i500, you know, so more of a players club, so not a small head, but a more compact looking head. Obviously, from my perspective, I put these in my bag this year, so I like the look, I like the feel. And let's just hit a couple of shots, look at a bit of ball flight. So they feel nice and quick off the club face. Gives you a really nice, high, soft landing shot, just over the top of the flag. And obviously, I'm just hitting 7 irons here, but certainly through the bag for me. Found it, particularly in the long irons, very, very easy to hit. And even in the fittings we've done, you know, some really good performance from the irons. Very, very strong on distance as well, which is never a bad thing for most of the club golfers out there. But all in all, bearing in mind these were only out for part of the season, not at all surprised to see these making it into the top 5 for this year. In 4th place, we've got the Ping G700. So the G700, again, hollow-headed, bigger head though, thicker top line, and almost like a super-sized version of the i500, but more forgiving, a little bit more offset, easier to hit, and certainly going to hit the ball, launch the ball a bit higher, maybe hit the ball a little bit further. So certainly continuing the theme with hollow head, which was massive with all the manufacturers that did them this year. You know, much bigger behind the golf ball. Certainly for maybe the guy who's not as consistent a ball striker, I think very, very confidence inspiring. So definitely seems to launch the ball a little bit higher, just left that one out to the right a touch. But a little bit louder off the face as well than i500, so maybe not everyone's cup of tea with looks and feel, but certainly the guys that fitted for these saw a massive pickup with this particular iron. Big, high, like I said, really, really long. And for the guys who need that extra help getting the ball in the air, hitting the ball a little bit further, G700 really ticking a lot of boxes for this year. So one final one with the club that came in at number 4 for this year. Again, even without hitting that perfectly, really good result. And we'd always take that miss hit that finishes nice and close to the flag. In 3rd place, completing the family, we've got the Ping G400 iron. So we've got the G400, so cavity back, again, thick top line though, a little bit of offset there, but ultra forgiving, strong lofts, but with the CG nice and low in that head, still promoting nice high launch with very, very strong performing irons. So not a massive surprise for me that G400 came out as the biggest selling Ping iron, had the full year for sales. And again, really, really good, strong performance. And I think certainly where maybe the hollow-headed stuff was very good on performance, maybe just that price point being a little bit higher with the i500s, and particularly the G700s, which is more of a competitor for this. We definitely saw that G400 maybe wasn't quite as forgiving for some of the guys, but at the price point it was aimed at, just a very, very good performing iron. So even that a little bit thin, still gets on the green, still gives you a putt for birdie. And the one area I think Ping are very good at is if further down the line, once a model's discontinued, a guy wanted to add a club or maybe replace a lost club, you can always get that older model made. So again, no massive surprise for me that Ping feature really, really heavily in these top 5 irons for 2018. And again, G400, nice and quick off the face, nice high flight, a little bit long with it being left, but really, really strong performer. So in second place, we've got a change of manufacturer now. We've got the TaylorMade P790. So P790, hollow-headed, filled with speed foam, so lots and lots of hype around that this year. But basically just making the head feel that little bit softer, maybe picking up a little bit of ball speed, but the hollow head of P790, again, really, really good. Looks great from on top. So much more like a player's iron, but with that extra forgiveness most guys are looking for. So as I was talking about with the Ping stuff, you know, P790 being a hollow-headed iron, a little bit higher price point, but I was actually quite surprised this didn't come in as our #1 for this year. Sold a huge amount of this product. It's a little bit left, but very, very powerful on distance. And I think it's not so much the mid and short irons, but as guys got into the longer irons with these, they really saw some good consistency that they haven't maybe seen in their irons in the past. Again, for a fairly strong lofted 7-iron, still launching up in the air, just turning these over a touch too much. But let's hit one final one with P790. And for me, even though I put i500s in the bag, it was probably between the i500 and the P790 for this year. But silly as it sounds, maybe just felt these went too far. And the winner of the best iron for 2018 goes to the TaylorMade M4. And certainly our biggest seller for this year then, the TaylorMade M4. So, we've got the face slots. We've got the slot on the sole. We've got ribcore technology, so that maximum forgiveness across the club face. Got that little undercut in there, but just ultra forgiveness, very powerful. So we're looking for high launch, maybe slightly lower spin, but hoping that the height we're going to hit it gets the ball stopping. So M4 massively successful. I think as ever, TaylorMade do a great job with their marketing, getting guys instantly looking to want to try the product, but it's still got to perform. And for me, because of the early season kind of performance with these, we saw a huge shift for guys moving into M4. And even though it's very, very strong loft, still hits the ball high, hits it long. I think the only thing for me is when I look down on that as a 7-iron, because it is such strong loft, it doesn't really look like a 7, but the performance, the height and the launch, still very, very good. You know, packed full of technology, so giving that forgiveness for your average golfer. And just so, so easy to hit. Quite loud off the face, but I mean it's pitching nearly 185, so just phenomenally long. And certainly I can see when I do my fittings, the guys that were looking for a bit of extra distance early in the season, you know, M4 really ticking that box on hitting the ball further. Again, they're not shaping back quite as much, but but still very, very powerful. Right then guys, so you've seen a little bit of a close-up of the heads. Obviously I've done full reviews on all of these models, so please feel free to go back, have a more in-depth look at these clubs. But it actually surprised me that the 5 top selling irons down at Lytham Golf Academy, or the best irons of 2018, were actually both from 2 manufacturers. So TaylorMade and Ping producing some really good looking, fantastic performing equipment for 2018. Some of this stuff will carry over into 2019, but there's also some very exciting stuff coming very, very shortly from the manufacturers. But as ever guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, like and share it. Click the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram, both under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here in the future. Stay in contact.